episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev. Kev, what up, man?
What's going on, man? Happy holidays.
Thank you. Same to you, sir. I see you a little bit, you kind of dressed down today. No bow tie, no tie, anything. What's up with that?
You know what? My ensemble is typically my ensemble.
Your ensemble.
It's typically dictated by what we watch and what we review. And if the movie is really kind of...
Okay.
And that kind of...
Wait. So, Kev, what are you saying?
All right, I'm going to save it for the review.
All right. Okay. Hey, y'all. Today, we are reviewing the film Fences. It's rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 18 minutes. This film is about a black father who is struggling with race relations in Pittsburgh in the 1950s, all while raising a family and trying to come to terms with his own life.
Right. This film was directed by Denzel Washington. You know him, you love him.
Yep.
He has directed other films before, such as Antoine Fisher.
Yep.
And The Great Debaters.
That's right.
It film stars Denzel Washington himself, along with Viola Davis, the great Viola Davis, love her, Russell Hornsby, and Michael T. Williams. Williamson or Williams?
Williamson.
Williamson. Sorry, Michael T. Let's
don't whoop Kev's ass. Michael T. All right, hey, we're gonna check out the trailer.
Let's do that.
All right, let's do it.
I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt because I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. It's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. I ain't got to like you. Now, I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your black ass wasn't part of the bargain. Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure that they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Everything that boy do, he do for you.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you.
Okay, folks. Man, I hate to be the bearer of bad news on Christmas Day. The movie,
is the holiday season, man.
Fences opens up on Christmas Day, but look, this is the place where we bring you nothing but the real, on the real. And I gotta say, Kev, I'm a little bit disappointed with the film Fences. Okay, where do I start? This film does not translate. The play does not translate well to the big screen.
And let me say this, not all plays do. You look at Lorraine Hansberry's Raisins in the Sun, which has been translated to the screen a couple different times.
Yes.
Most recently by Puff Daddy.
Oh, no.
Most recently by Puff Daddy.
No.
But the bottom line is that some of these stage productions just do not translate very well to the silver screen, and unfortunately this is one of those times.
Because the trippy thing, man, was like this. Now, mind you, I never saw the play. I wish I have had the opportunity to see the play Fences, but I never did.
Okay, for all y'all who don't know, August Wilson was the man who wrote this play.
That's correct.
He is a Pulitzer Prize winning playwright, okay? And this play has won goo gobs of Tonys on Broadway,
yes.
Okay? So they thought that this would be the perfect thing to translate to the screen.
It's A1, and it was originally released, the play, in that is in 1987, I believe.
Yes.
Mid to late 80s, and like Kev said, tons of awards. You have had Denzel Washington and Viola Davis play these characters on Broadway. Okay, so they're very, very familiar with the characters. So that's some background and history to what's going on here, right? Denzel Washington decided to say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and finally take the next step and adapt this for the big screen. But the key thing for me, Kev, though, is when you say that word adapt, I don't necessarily expect you to just say, hey, put a camera on the stage.
Right,
I mean, that's literally what it is. I mean, it's
not
very
everything is really meant to be adapted to the screen. Some things are very much, in their wheelhouse on the stage, and this is one of those productions.
Look, the cast, there's no denying them.
Yes.
Star power, They are kick-ass, and they do a very good job, right? From Denzel Washington to Viola Davis to the supporting cast, Russell Hornsby, Michael T. Williamson, all do a phenomenal job.
They do.
I love them.
They do. Everybody's on point.
But this film is very, very, very heavy in the dialogue, and you got 2 hours and 18 minutes of it. Yeah. It was too much for me to take in.
It is very much. It's a director's film.
Yeah.
You know, well, not so much.
No,
it's an actor's film.
It's an actor's film.
It's an actor's film because it basically showcases your ability to get out in front of the screen or in front of the stage, in front of the audience, and act. Okay.
Yes.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else there to back you up or support you other than your ability to act.
And I even, speaking of acting, not that Denzel did a bad job, but I question almost, should someone else have played the character Troy?
Yeah.
Should Denzel's efforts have been better utilized, focused behind the camera?
Than in front of it.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We got a lot of qualified brothers out there that could have played the character Troy besides Denzel. Right. Should it have been somebody else? If you ask me flat out, I think potentially yes.
Right.
It could have made for maybe a better film.
Okay, now Denzel did win, Tony Awards for
he did.
playing this on stage on Broadway, okay?
Yeah.
So I think he was very familiar with the role, and that's the one thing that I did like about the acting was that Denzel and Viola had this air of familiarity around them. They knew each other so well that you bought them in their roles as a
But
married
Kev, dare I say too well? Can you be too familiar with the role to where it's just like, right? You so used to doing this. Let me stamp it and keep it moving. Not that you're failing, not that you're doing a bad job, but it's just like, could a fresh face, a fresh actor have come into that role and maybe just brought something different there? Because I mean, again, I've said it before.
So you
Denzel on a bad day is still good.
Right.
He did a good job. But we're always looking
what
for
you're referring
greatness
to is
and
the baggage
excellence.
that sometimes even the best actors and actresses can drag with them from one project to the next. If we're used to seeing them in a certain way, doing a certain thing, sometimes they just recycle a lot of those same habits.
Well, not even from other projects, but from this, right? I mean, they did the Broadway production of this film and did 100 and some odd shows.
Well, who would you give props to as far as this cast is concerned?
I would give props to Russell Hornsby, who plays the oldest son of the character Troy, right? This is the man that's raising his family. Man, great actor. I first saw this guy back in the day on TV in Lincoln Heights. Right. But he's done a lot of stuff, and he's on that sci-fi show about all of the goblins and whatever little show, whatever. But he's on that. I don't watch that show, but he's a great actor is my point. And Michael T. Williamson, man, the guy's a phenomenal character actor. Like most immediate that comes to my mind is like the character he played in Sons of Anarchy. And I'm sorry, not Sons of Anarchy. It was another one of them cowboy type shows that he was on.
Well, how about this? The character that he played in Forrest Gump. Okay.
Oh, you're going way back.
The types of shrimp that you like. There's baked shrimp, boiled shrimp, fried shrimp, shrimp etouffee.
It's getting painful, y'all. Hey, y'all, if you haven't seen it, Kev does a Denzel Washington impersonation.
I'm not going to do it today.
It's pretty bad, but I still like seeing it, and I like laughing about it.
It is bad.
But anyway, and I mean, Viola Davis, she's an outstanding actress. Now, what I will say, and just call me petty, man, why do like these roles she gets into, she did it in Doubt, she does it in this, with all of the snot and stuff that man starts running, I just want to like wipe her nose.
She's real, man. She's real about her. Sometimes you gonna slang a little snot when you crying, and when the emotions is really flowing. Okay. And Viola knows how to bring the emotion. That's one thing that I love the most about her. Yeah. Keep doing your thing, baby girl.
Okay. All right. What do you say, kid? We throw some points on this thing?
Let's throw some points.
Man, look. You got a great cast. You have great content. Now, I talked about it being a lot of dialogue, but do not get me wrong in that it's very good dialogue. It's relevant, even today.
Yes.
It talks about family and the trials and tribulations that we all go through as families, as husbands and wives, as fathers, as mothers, and so on. So there's some good stuff here. There's some really good stuff here. All right, so I don't want to skip over that, and there's nothing to be played with. But in terms of just the media, right, taking the play and just basically, I felt like it was lifted up and put on the big screen.
Absolutely.
At 2 hours and 18 minutes. It's too long. It was
Right.
too much for me to take in all of that dialogue for damn near 2.5 hours.
Right.
For that, ultimately, I give this film a 7 out of 10. All right, it passes. Somebody posted on YouTube the other day, like, "Hey man, should I see the movie or not?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
It made the cut."
I agree with you 100%. It is dialogue heavy. It is a very character driven story. There's not anything even remotely close to special effects
Oh,
or
no, yeah, no.
anything glitzy
No.
or glamorous about the film
No.
whatsoever.
It's blue collar all the way.
It is characters sitting in a room talking.
Yes.
Okay. The
One set.
whole time.
Literally.
One set, maybe two sets, because if you count
Right.
the yard.
Yeah.
Okay. Two sets, and that's it. That's it. There are very few characters that come in and out of the scenes. Is Denzel, Viola, maybe Denzel's sons, and they're just talking. You know, they're just gonna talk their way through 2 hours worth of film.
But they're doing more than talking. They're having discussions about life.
They talking. All right.
All
They're
right.
talking. You know, is the discussion good? Most of the time it is. Okay. Is it relevant? I would say yes. Will you get anything out of it? You should. Okay. But the bottom line of it is that you will find yourself a little twitchy, you know, about midway to 3/4 of the way through the film, you know, or going to the concession stand or the bathroom or something, because there's nothing to cement you to your seat. I don't think it's a bad film. I think Denzel Washington did a yeoman's effort in bringing it to the screen, but I can't help but give it anything higher than a 7.
All right. You got a 7 from me. You got a 7 from Kev. If you are not sure what we're saying this movie passes, be sure to check us out on social media. We're on Instagram as well as Twitter. Kev, tell me about the website, man.
Definitely. Or you could go to www.themoviebrothers.com. Brothers.
Yes.
A-S. Okay, not E-R-S.
Mhm.
Brothers. Go to www.moviebrothers.com. There you can find these shows that we shoot, as well as written reviews for the things that we don't get around to shooting an episode for.
Yes.
Lots of information that we can give you there.
Absolutely. So that is our show. Hey guys, I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are the Movie Brothers, and this is the place, the one and only place, make no mistake, where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.